This is Richard Collins, the player behind Aleister. I know things have been really rough lately. This has been a very difficult year for a lot of people, and that's why it's so very important that everyone knows that things absolutely can get better, and you're not in it alone. People are there to help. We want everybody to be able to get better, to be able to get the help that they need. And as such, please, if you're having trouble and thinking of any kind of suicidal thoughts or anything like that, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. Or you can call NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, at 800-950-NAMI, which would be 800-950-6264. And if any of these situations become an emergency, please call 911. I know that all of the numbers are U.S. based. There are other resources in other countries that can be used. And if you absolutely need to, reach out to us. We would be happy to try and help you find the resources that you need. We'd do anything to try and help protect any of our listeners.
Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
You hear kind of a stirring within it, and out pops a raccoon, and it scratches your face for one harm.
That is unacceptable.
At the same time, Ray, while you're talking to Leo, oh God, I'm so bad with names. If only I had a list of them right in front of me. While you're talking to Leo, you notice out of the corner of your eye something moving, and there is actually a bear approaching the two of you. He doesn't see it yet.
Dang! Leo, come, get back. Ray, I think this is yours.
What you just heard is a clip from Shrimp and Crits, our actual play podcast where we play Monster of the Week for your tiny little ear holes.
New episodes are available to download every other week on Mondays on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
And if you can, please rate us, subscribe to us so you can get notifications when new episodes release, and leave a review. The things you've said so far have been incredible.
Find us online on Instagram and Twitter at Shrimp and Crits, and you can also go to our website, shrimpandcrits.com.
Thank you for listening, and welcome to sunny Gullah Kochika.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. It is Julian's turn.
It is my turn. So, as we stated before, Victor had used Stunning Fist against the Goog, or what we think is a Goog. And right now, if I attack it, I would have advantage on attacks, right?
That would be correct, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will use the lightning gun, and I will use it at full blast. So let me roll that attack roll.
That's another 5 charges, so you got 4 charges left.
Yes.
You have 4 charges remaining.
Yeah, you got to install like a robot voice to tell you how many charges you got.
It is going great today. So I rolled a 2 and a 4. So
All right.
the highest that would be 7, so 11. So I will use my Cardic Inspiration,
All right.
which was a 9. So that would bump that up to a 20.
There we
All
go.
right, that hits.
Good, I needed that to hit.
Cardic Inspiration right off the bat.
Roll a 2 and a 4. Come on advantage.
That is the first
I
time
don't
we've
know how
had
many
Cardic
more times
Inspiration
I'm
on the
gonna-
first roll, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, this is the beginning of a new session, so yeah.
Yeah.
True. All right, so I will roll damage. So that is a 7. That is a 1. So 8. A 2. 10. Another 2. 12. Last one is a 10.
Okay. Wait, is that 22?
22. Yes.
I think that's the same damage you did the last 2 times.
Actually,
Yeah.
it would be 22 plus the mod, so that would actually be 26.
Oh,
Nice.
better.
Much better. Big old full zap.
But that's very nearly average.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever maxed out a damage roll on the lightning gun yet, so that was nice.
You
It'd
should
be
have
hard
just
to
rolled
do.
a 20 to begin with and gotten the crit.
Yeah, then you would
I
have had max
mean-
damage.
How does that max damage work? Would I just max damage on every single dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be complete max damage.
Holy
on,
hell!
On all dice within a single attack roll, which that single attack roll is all those dice.
Yeah.
Can I take lucky?
Next level?
At level 8 is the next level. So
Yeah, maybe. I'll be lucky if I get out of this encounter. Ho ho ho! But yes, 26 lightning damage.
all right, so you shot that lightning beam straight into the hole and just like
I have
carved
this-
up it, and he's starting to like bubble and like pop as the lightning is striking it now. Like you could tell his skin is getting really weak from y'all just nailing him constantly.
And I have this like very stressed, like, teeth showing, like, why won't you die?
And it's still moving. All right, we are back to Victor.
Victor, okay. I forget where I am. Like, am I next to the guy? Did I move?
No, you were like 10 or so feet from him, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
No,
about
well,
right.
you had ran up and you
Oh
stunned
no,
him.
you had to. Yeah, you stunned him, and then
Yeah,
you like.
I don't think you moved away from him, did you?
I don't remember moving away from him.
Yeah, I think you're right next to him. Oh, no,
Okay.
no, you moved just enough to get out of the way of
Of the lightning gun.
the lightning gun. So
That's
you're
right.
you're just at
That's what it
you're
was.
5 feet away from him, basically.
Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna stick to basics right now, and I'm just gonna try to hit him twice and then run away.
I'm trying to think about how in-universe Cardic Inspiration works, because I rolled really low, and like if he didn't get out of the way, like I just fired the lightning arc, and then they would just like go up and then over his head and then down behind him and then straight.
We'll never know.
I like that idea a lot.
All right.
Well, last time you missed, you just struck the wall instead of shooting down the hole.
Maybe
That's true.
it's just this bit of like serendipity. Like you fired and you missed, but then there was like a reflective surface there that just kind of bounced it back over to the creature.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to stab him twice with that butterfly sword real
Okay.
quick before I get out of the way. Well, that one hit. So that was a 27 to hit,
That is. Yeah.
and I rolled a 20, so I critted.
Oh, sweet. So crit on
Nice.
your second hit. Nice.
Yep. So give me a second. Where's my? What do I need? 6 d6. Haha.
You should punch him in the bubbly bit.
All right. So the first one, I rolled max damage, So I got 11 damage, and then the second one is automatically 11 damage. So that's 22
Sweet
damage
feet.
right there.
Wow.
And now I'm going to move out of the way now. So I'm if I'm 5 feet from him, I'm gonna move 45 feet away.
You don't want to. You want to risk it with flurry of blows?
Then I don't get to move.
I'm just saying you did a lot of damage.
actually,
No,
might
you get to move because he's stunned till
Hold
the
on.
end of your turn.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I will use a key point to use flurry of blows.
There you go. You're feeling real brave right now.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
And so, let me roll for that. And you know what? Kicking him felt good last time. I think I'm just gonna kick him again,
right.
twice. So
Right in the shin.
that's a 9. That's
And
a
don't
9.
forget that those have advantage as well.
Those have advantage.
Oh, they
as
have
well.
advantage. I
Yeah.
didn't even roll advantage the last time. I just rolled so well.
Oh god.
You didn't need to. You rolled like a rock star.
Okay, 11 for the first one then. But he's on the ground stunned, so I don't know how that works. I guess I.
And that's with
Wait,
advantage.
total
That's
is
with
11?
advantage. Yeah.
Okay. No, that misses.
Okay. And then 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So I did another 7 damage. All right, now I'm going to move out of the way.
Yeah, you kind of with that first kick, you got a little too ambitious, and you kicked the wall. Like in such tight quarters, you forgot how tight the quarters were.
But then you did a sick kick off the wall.
Yeah, you kicked off the wall and then nailed him right in the bubbly part.
All right.
Good enough that it looks like you might have intended to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
none the wiser. I'm just like, man,
Yeah.
he's like really limber.
Very
Yep.
very finesse.
I smashed the crap out of him. Okay, now I'm leaving.
All right, you
Full
get in
movement speed away.
All right, so you are 45 feet away from it. Is that
I'm
your movement
45
speed?
feet away from him, yes.
All right, cool. All right, back to outside. Aleister and Baby, you are out of combat, but I mean you're still on your turn, so I mean y'all can use it however you want to.
Well, my question really is this, as you described, Night Gaunt, still within 120 feet of me?
Yes, he would be 120 feet from you. And are you trying to attack him? Like he's sprinting. He's using the sprint rule to get away as fast as he can. So yeah,
Then
you would
then
have
yes.
advantage on the attack if you attacked.
Then yes, I would be trying to attack.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast Ho!
Do not Eldritch Blast the hoe.
So the first is going to be 23,
23 hits.
and the second is going to be 22.
That also hits.
First is 17 damage, and the
Okay.
second is 13.
Holy shit. Okay.
Big rolls today.
Yeah, so when you nail him, like he's his momentum is going up and away from you. So you nail him hard, push him 20 feet total, and he gets this he's just picking up speed as he's going down and going towards the tower, and he crashes through the door. His dead, lifeless body just crashes through the door and breaks the door through.
Nice.
Wait, what door?
The front door of the tower.
Oh, okay. Okay, front door of the tower. Got it.
On the ground floor.
Well, I guess they're inviting me in. I'll go ahead and move toward the door.
All right. Yeah, you can get to the door.
Okay.
Let's say that. Now, Victor and Julian, you do hear a very muffled crash on the other side of the Gug. But it is very muffled, and you don't really know what it is.
I think the monster has indigestion. And diarrhea. I just dated myself with that reference. I'm sorry.
Slightly.
And Baby, it's your turn.
Okay, so am I just still in the area, just invisible, technically, then?
You teleported behind some boxes.
Some boxes.
It's off to the side.
And I can see see everything, right? Like I'm not like
Yeah,
no,
you
my
just
vision is
saw
not obstructed.
Aleister blast the shit out of that night gaunt, and he broke through the door, and Aleister just took off running towards the door.
Holy shit, the cat just blasted the shit out of that fucking Jesus. I don't even remember which way the freaking other pink cat was. I do miss that pink cow. She was very sniffy. Back that way. Follow the cat. I don't know.
I'm gonna decide to follow the cat.
Okay.
But secretly floating behind him as stealthily as possible. I don't want him to know I'm following him. I'm just gonna be like
Okay.
creeping up behind him.
All right.
Floating.
All right. Yeah,
creeping.
you're able to do that. Actually, give me a stealth check. That would be a
Right.
D20 plus your stealth modifier.
I have to adjust to the baby voice again so I understand it.
I'll try to be more audible.
No, you're good. It's just like
I listen to
got-
it so much that I know what baby's saying all the time.
I gotta adjust to be like, okay, what does that sound like again?
I'll be honest. I rolled straight 20. So that's pretty cool.
Yeet.
All right. Plus what? What's the modifier with it?
And the modifier is what again? I'm sorry.
On your sheet next to your skills, you'll have a number next to your stealth that you would put in.
Usually a plus.
Plus 9.
Yeah. Oh, so you got a 29 on stealth. That's
Yes.
nice.
Very sneaky.
I'm a very sneaky
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, so you're able to keep a tail on Aleister without him noticing.
Good,
Hey,
my
cool.
precious kitten. Lead the way.
That also seems to assume that Aleister even cares.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Aleister thought baby left, and he doesn't care. Like that's just Aleister's nature, though.
Well,
so.
it's still going to be real surprising when I show up. I don't care.
It'll be especially surprising for, like, say, Victor and Julian.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
All right, and we are back to Julian.
Okay. The Gug hasn't gotten a turn to move yet in terms of combat, or is it still stunned?
I'm sorry.
Well,
yeah.
it depends. It depends on when his turn is in relation to y'all's.
Yeah, I fucked up. The Gug is up next. Sorry, Max.
You're cool. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna hit it with advantage again, I guess.
All right, so the Gug moves through that last 5. Oh, where was he at? He was 10 feet away or 5 feet away. I think he was 5 feet away from the exit, wasn't he? So, the Gug, he starts scooting through the wall a little bit more, and he starts coming out, and you see his body like forming back up as he's coming through, and his body's completely through now. And Victor, you're 40 feet away. How you moved even further away, didn't you, Julian?
Actually, I did not move. I kind of like planted my feet and was firing.
Okay, so you were like 40 feet away from the hole. I forgot how far away from the hole you were.
So like the last time it was basically I moved to like the back wall. So
you're 80 feet away from him right now, roughly.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And the range on the lightning gun is stupid, so I was using that to my advantage.
All right, so he's gonna lumber about another 30 feet towards Victor, and he's gonna reach out to try and grab him, but he's too far away.
Cool.
Like just out of the way.
Woo.
And now Julian.
Okay.
Don't let him get me.
No. I mean, if this was like a prank, then it'd be like, oh, hey, maybe it'll be fun for a little bit, but. What do I have in terms of spells? Okay. I will cast a spell. It's the only one that I can do at this range. That won't have any kind of negative effect. I am going to cast the Acid Arrow.
Okay.
At him. So that is ranged attack.
And you're doing that vial that breaks and
Yeah.
hits him with acid.
Yeah. So basically, the over under on the lightning gun will fire basically an acid canister at it, or like an acid vial.
Okay.
So that is it's not a great roll. It's a 13.
That misses. And it just flies right by him, and acid breaks on the wall. It kind of is eating at the wall a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Rats. It's dark. It's hard to shoot with this, but when you got the lightning gun, when you fire, it's kind of conductive to whatever it's shooting at. More often than not, I end up hitting.
You're just not used to using the underbarrel.
Yeah.
I used it a couple times. No, I haven't used it like all the time.
Close range though. You used it kind of close range.
Yeah, and I haven't used it in the specific. Like I've used that spell before, but I haven't used it in the specific way of using the underslung launcher.
No, you did. You used it on a ghoul or on a crypt folk.
I think, but yeah, I guess I did. But I don't know if it was. I didn't use it with the spell though, right? I used it with catapult. Different spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
regardless, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, all right. It's back to Victor. If unless you wanted to move more, you just stay in there.
Oh, the other guys aren't going yet.
They already went.
Like
Other
Aleister
guys?
and
They
Yeah,
go
we
after
went.
you.
oh,
They
they go
went.
after me. Okay. So this guy is about 10 feet away from me. Is that correct?
15 feet.
15 feet away from me. Okay. And I'm sort of in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep hitting him. I'm gonna use my wraps this time to try to hit him.
Okay.
Do some more.
Stabby.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna do stabby or slashy. But the swords seem to work, so I'll go ahead and try to do piercing damage with them. So I'm just gonna use my 2 attacks with my wraps. So
Okay.
Similar. Okay. That's a crit. I promise.
This is a crit session.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that again.
This is very ironic considering the conversation we had right
Oh,
before
yeah.
the podcast.
This is very true.
No, I swear to you that it is happening that way. Okay, and the next one is a 14 to hit.
14 misses.
14 misses. Okay, so the crit does max damage, so that would be 11. So I stab him real good with one of them. Yeah.
All right.
And then
Wait, what's the damage on the butterfly sword?
no, that wasn't the butterfly sword.
Oh, that's just your hand.
No,
Yeah,
that was his wraps.
That was my
At
wraps.
range.
The wraps.
My
Yeah,
wraps.
okay.
And
I was
like last time I had opened up my trench coat and I was like, sort of having it come off my chest, I think. But are they on my arms as well?
Yeah. They come down your sleeves and down your legs a little bit.
Okay.
So
And so just to add better visuals, like when I open my trench coat, they sort of come off and out because I think that's when I was doing the slashing. But for like the stabby, I'm imagining that like I'm sort of holding my arms out and the wraps just sort of shoot straight out from them towards
And
whatever I'm trying to get and stab them.
nice. That's cool. I like that.
But now I'm just trying to figure the geography out because I'm considering trying to get back through the gap, possibly at some point.
Okay.
And so I might use my full movement speed to get around the guy and try to stay pretty far away from him. And I'm trying to figure out if I can use my movement speed, sort of move forward back towards that gap in the wall, but still sort of stay out of the range that I've observed thus far. So if you want to figure the geography out and let me know whether that's possible, that would be cool.
You would be 30 feet away from him if you went around him and got behind him, and you'll be at the opening.
Okay.
But you'll be 30 feet behind him.
All right. I don't know. In that case, I don't want to do that. If I don't feel like I can stay out of his range where he can physically saunter up to me, I might go like one way in a different direction. Is there enough space in this room to do that? Because I think you said
it's an 80 by 80 room. Yeah, and you're in the middle of the room.
Okay, so I'm going to use my full movement speed and sort of move further away into sort of an opposite side of the room of Julian, so that way it has to pick one of us. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
So it has to pick one of you to go to.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't seemed to try to do anything from far away thus far, and so I figure if we can keep it having to decide, then we can juggle him, maybe.
This is very tactical of you. I'm concerned.
I'm trying.
And you're moving your full 45 feet away.
Hey, let's everyone, lest we forget, this is your first campaign start to hopefully finish that you've ever done. So you haven't been in any of these scenarios a whole lot. So that's very smart on your part.
Oh, well, thank you. I like to think Victor is learning because he's done nothing but fight for the last month or two.
It's true.
Plus, you've got a giant gun. You'll be fine.
All right.
It's true. I have a giant gun.
Well, so you're moving 45 feet away from him. Julian is still lined up with you didn't move away from lined up with the hole, did you, Julian? You were just up against the wall.
Just literally my back against the wall, having all the faith in the world that between Victor scratching at it and then me trying to shoot it to death, eventually it will go down.
Okay.
In my mind, it is looking very dire.
Yeah. All right, back to Aleister.
Well, I'm proceeding into the door.
Okay. You did just hear off in the distance in the dark, which you can see in the dark. You hear from the right side, you hear a kind of muffled crash of glass shatter, and that's the only thing you would hear from everything that just happened.
Well, I am still nothing if not curious, and breaking glass sounds like it would be the MO of the other two there.
Yeah.
So I think that sounds as good a place to start as any.
All right. And your movement speed is 45, right?
40.
40? Okay, so you're able to move 40 feet in, and is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so you move in, and you see about another 20 feet from you to your right, you see a small 2-foot gap in the wall.
A small 2-foot gap?
Well, 2 foot wide, opening in the wall that from floor to ceiling, you see it's 2 feet wide.
And I just want to make sure, this is not behind some kind of false wall?
No.
Okay.
It's just an opening.
I don't want to make that mistake again.
Yeah, it's like a 2 foot wide hallway.
What are you talking about? We can argue for almost an hour about it again.
It's on the ground floor, therefore it's not a basement. We're fine.
Okay, fine.
I feel like most of our problems in the game are centered around basements.
Yeah,
it's
no matter what, whenever we go down, there's a problem.
There's going to be a problem.
I went up last time and I found you. We should have just kept going up.
All right, from now on, we can only go up. Both figuratively and metaphorically.
Can only go up from here.
Oh, and Aleister, this room is just full of just soft dirt, and there's a the walls are stone.
Well, I would rather get out of here then. And that gap is kind of in the direction where the noise is coming from?
Yes, you heard it to your right, and that's where that gap is.
Okay. Well, the gap seems interesting, so I'm going to go there.
All right. Are you going to use just the 20 feet to get to the end and keep the rest of your movement speed, or you just running down the hole?
Well, I'm not like in any particular hurry, so if something catches my eye on the way there, I might redirect, but I guess if nothing particularly catches my eye, I'll head on in.
All right, so when you get to the hole, you see the back of this big giant humanoid with a head that's split vertically, with those sharp teeth.
And this is my second movement, or this is my first movement?
That's your second movement.
Okay. I don't think I'll go in the gap just yet.
Okay. And you do see
just...
it's a little bit out on the other side of the gap. Like there's 30 feet in between the hole and the creature.
Okay.
It is large size.
I think I'll just stay here at the opening of the gap.
Okay. All right. And baby,
as I am stealthily following behind Aleister, I'm obviously tracing his movements up until the point where he gets to the gap, and I'm going to sneak up into his ear, and I'm going to reapparate in front of him.
What are you looking at?
Well, apparently now a very disturbing demonic baby thing.
So, what's the plan, buckaroo? How are we getting through? What do you think?
Well, I suppose like with any blockage, you can apply enough pressure and it should clear.
Yep. That sounds about right. That's what I was thinking too. So, let's do that. Let's get in there. Let's, put a little elbow grease into it. What do you say, pussycat?
Okay, that sounds good.
Anytime you're ready.
Yeah, that would have been your full movement or double movement action to be able to get there, plus use your teleport.
Okay, cool.
So we're on hold until our next turn.
Yes, you to get there, you would have had to use a second movement action rather than like an attack action or something like that.
Cue hold music.
Yeah. And it's the Gug's turn again.
Yay.
And this Gug notices that Julian is closer to him than Victor. So he walks up to Julian and
no.
He reaches out with one of his arms with the double forearm, double claws, and he's clawing at you at the wall with that double hand.
Okay.
Thoughts and prayers.
I say I don't have a reaction, so whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
All right.
Let's hope Adam doesn't roll like we've been rolling.
It's 23.
Yeah, it's
there it is.
And a 17. It's two hands on that one arm.
Yeah, the 17 hits.
All right. And then as he slashed through you with that one hand, he's coming back with the other and slashing at you again.
Okay.
That's 14.
That does not hit. AC
and
15.
That's even lower. So he only hit you twice.
Oh, that's good.
Yay.
For a total of 16 damage.
Oh, it's not that. Well, it hurt a lot, but it's not that bad.
I said 6.
That would, and it's not even half my health, so that's good too.
Yeah, and he was 10 feet away from you, and he had reach with his arms to get you at 10 feet away.
I am at 25.
All right.
But that was incredibly painful.
Yeah, and 16 isn't. 16 is definitely not half your health.
Just lurch in absolute pain.
Yeah. All right, and now it is your turn, Julian.
Revenge.
Oh, it's lots of revenge. Question is with what? Oh, I actually have something even better I can do.
Better.
You just add extra arms to a creature, and a multi-attack becomes a four attack sequence.
Okay, well, Victor's going to eat that Gug and get 2 more arms then.
That's. Oh, please. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bust out something I haven't busted out yet before since I leveled up to 7. So let me describe what this is.
All right.
So, I'm assuming he was it did he slash it like my torso or something, or like, God forbid, an arm?
He slashed you across the face and your body.
Oh,
like
God.
he's just like big
So
big ass, both claws coming at you, just boom.
I'll be missing maybe part of like my cheek, like it's just kind of like out. Like I'll even say to the point where like you can maybe even see like a couple of my teeth, like he it was pretty deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull out one of my teeth, and I am going to ground it up in my hands, and I'm just going to throw it up in the air, and I will cast invisibility.
Okay.
Hello, Aleister here again. It seems that Julian has picked up a trick from somewhere. I wonder what kind of amazing being he may have seen that from before. I will say that it is a very good tactic, very good at self-preservation, especially at the expense of others that may be there as a distraction for you. I wonder if I will be able to get there in time to save them before they get mangled horribly by this creature. It does seem once again that everything is left to me to come to the rescue, but I suppose that is to be expected. After all, it is to those who are superior to look after to those inferior. I am quite ready to fetch these two and be able to move along with everything going on here. I don't much care for a lot of the things going on in this world. There is an Evangeline here, which is at least a silver lining, but still not my Evangeline. It's not quite the same, and as nice as it is, I really must resume my search. And if the only way that I'm going to be able to get back to it is to rescue these two again, then I suppose that is what I will have to do. If you'd like to lavish me with more and more of your praise, as is very appropriate, you can find links to all of our social media as well as all of our various episodes at microphonesandmonsters.com. Or you can also find us on pretty much any podcatcher you use. As always, all of our music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. Thank you for listening in, and I hope you will join us next time on Microphones and Monsters.